For the 2025 All-Star Game, the NBA introduced a single-game elimination-style tournament. I've seen and heard about a lot of mixed emotions this year for the All-Star Game, so let's talk about it. Welcome to Basketball Intuition. I'm your host, Ethan Simon, and today we're going to be talking about the 2025 NBA All-Star Game. I want to start by saying that we got a new setup going on. If you're new around here, this is not typical, but we're not done yet. We still have more to do, but it's almost done. KD's staying, but we brought in the old Dirk from the All-Star Game. So if I had to sum up the All-Star Game this year, it was like, there's maybe like 30 minutes of actual basketball, and then there was like 2.5 hours worth of performing or tributes. Like, it was just, there was so much extra stuff. And that was the main thing with the All-Star Game this year. I wrote in my notes, it says, too much extra stuff, let's just play basketball. So we got a couple main topics I want to talk about today. Number one is being too much extra stuff. Number two is being the actual games themselves. And then I do also want to talk about what Giannis said about the All-Star Game, his idea of what they could do. So I want to start with the extra stuff. And starting with the extra stuff, Raphael Sadiq had more airtime than Stephen Curry tonight. I just want to say. Another thing that absolutely killed me with the All-Star Game was LeBron and Anthony Edwards not playing, and they didn't announce it till like a few hours before the game. So what does this mean? That means that two All-Star teams, or I don't remember if they're on the same team or not, but there's two players missing from the All-Star team, and nobody else is there to fill for them. Domantas Sabonis still isn't an All-Star because they waited too long to announce that they weren't playing. You get my point? Like, if you know you're not going to play, say that you're not going to play. Like, Giannis last week said he wasn't going to play, so they got Trae Young to fill for him. And Trae Young played great, and Trae Young deserves to be an All-Star. LeBron wasn't playing. Let's bring in Sabonis or something. Like, I don't know. Sabonis should have been an All-Star. The full tribute thing from the inside the NBA. I love the inside the NBA. If you watch basketball, you love inside the NBA. You love Shaq, Ernie, Kenny, Chuck, everybody. You love them. But stopping the championship game when the score is 1-11 after 90 seconds of playing basketball to have a 25-minute tribute in the middle of the championship game was absolutely ridiculous. So my perspective, I'm sitting there, I get a FaceTime call, I'm on the phone talking to somebody, I'm watching this game. I look back and it's Shaq and all them, and they're up doing their tribute for the game, and I'm like, is the game over? So I check my phone and I'm like, no, it's not. I didn't miss anything at all. And I thought I just missed the whole game. I was so shocked that they literally stopped the game after 90 seconds to have a 25-minute presentation and tribute in the middle of the championship game. Like, the score was 11-1. You stopped the game when the score was 11-1. So the game stopped for 20 minutes, and then they restarted the game, and it felt like a completely new game, even though the score was already 1-11. If you're still here enjoying the video, go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help a lot more than you think. Another thing that I felt like they just did too much with, Kevin Hart and Draymond Green. Like, I legitimately got I like Kevin Hart. I've always liked Kevin Hart. But I legitimately got secondhand embarrassment from Kevin Hart talking about the bigs and how they need to stop shooting threes. And he was just insulting players and trying to talk to the players. I'm like, dude, like what? Draymond was literally just on there hating. Like, dead ass. Draymond was on there hating for a while. So now to the games themselves. We'll actually talk about the games themselves now. The first game was Kenny's Young Stars versus Chuck's Global Stars. That was legitimately a fun basketball game. I will say that confidently. When I was watching this first game, I was like, okay, the NBA might be cooking right here. They might have actually cooked something up right here. The first game was actually great. I will confidently say that. It was a perfect mixture of fun plays and like them actually trying to play defense and stuff. Like, Wembanyama was out there really caring. Jaren Jackson cared, you could tell. Jokic actually was trying this year, which he tried the most he ever has in All-Star games, so I'll take that. Trae Young played great. I mean, like, the first game was really, really fun. And then we get in between game 1 and game 2, and the craziest collab ever just came up out of nowhere. It was Mr. Beast x Dame, and they did a shootout. It was like they picked some random kid from the crowd. If the kid made one logo shot before Dame made 3, he got $100,000. If Dame made 3 before he made 1, they were gonna donate the $100,000 to charity. Dame lost to this kid. To really back my boy here, He looked so pissed off. Dame looked so pissed off because in between every shot, Mr. Beast was like, let's take 30 seconds to talk about something random. Let's get Shaq over here to give this kid a word of encouragement. Shaq's word of encouragement is not helping him put in a logo 3. Alright, realistically, there was no point for all that. And then it was like, they were taking so long that they had to go to commercial break. So like, then they're at the end and they're just rushing. Because no one is finished yet. That kid still hasn't made a shot. Dame hasn't made his 3. Because Dame is sitting there. He's like shooting practice. He like doing form shots because he wants to just shoot the ball. But he has to wait a minute in between every single shot. But I don't know Dame, obviously. So he might have not been mad. He might like Mr. Beast a lot for all I know. Real quick, I do want to talk about what Giannis had to say about the All-Star game and what they should do. Giannis said that what they should do is they should have USA versus World, and they should go to a random city in the world and play there. It's a cool idea, but in realism, it's actually really not a great idea. Because if you think about it, if we're in Greece, I don't know what time zone it is in Greece, but I don't know how the time zones work over there. I ain't never been to Greece. Couldn't say I care what the time zone is. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But like, think about it. The time zones are gonna be different. So like the game usually is at like 8 o'clock. For them, it's either gonna be what, like really early in the morning, or it's some random time for us. That's one thing. Second thing, you want all the celebrities, you want all these NBA players on their break. They get a break after all these games. You want them to hop on a plane and go fly to another country for a few days. It's cool. Like, it'd be cool, but in all realism, it's not ideal. The NBA has to pay so much more than they probably already have to. And then also, like, I think the NBA going to different cities every All-Star week, I mean, it's perfect. Like, why not? They just had it in the Bay and it was great. I don't think USA versus World is the fix. I don't think going to another country is going to fix anything. So, like I said, I think it's a cool idea, but I don't think it's realistic, and I don't think that I could see it actually working. Quickly, we will go through these last 2 games. I'm taking up a little more time than I was hoping I would. The second game was Candace's team, the Rising Stars versus the OGs. I think that's what the game was. Candace's team was actually running like a real offense. Like, the youngins were like actually trying to win this game, but the OGs were kind of just out there trying to have fun, and you could see that. And that's kind of why the game was closer than it should have been, because they were trying, and the older real all-stars weren't really trying that hard. They were kind of just trying to do their thing. There was a lid on the rim at the end of the game when they were trying to end it, but it was still a very fun game, I felt like. It probably would have been funner. I mean, more fun if they had All-Star versus All-Star in this one. I don't really love the Rising Stars being in there, but like, I get it. Like, it makes sense. But like, that second game, it was kind of just like, But still, it was a really fun game. I enjoyed it. And then there was more performing, as you can imagine. There was even more performing in between the third and final game. And then we get to the third and final game, Shaq's OGs versus Chuck's Global Stars. It was a blowout to start. It was 1-11. We played for 90 seconds, and then we had the 25-minute presentation for Inside the NBA, their little tribute. So like I said earlier, it literally just felt like a new game, and it kind of just like, it was just so anticlimactic. It just made everything just like, because it was also a blowout, so it was like, Curry walked away with the MVP, which is fitting, very fitting for him being in his own place. And that's like all I have to talk about for the All-Star stuff. What else do we want to talk about? Let's address my Lakers video, because like, so many people are so mad at me. I'm sorry if you legitimately think the Lakers are going to win a championship with this team, but the purpose of an Anthony Davis-Luka Doncic trade is to gear up for the future, not for the now. So the fact that you are here now and think that you're going to win a championship is stupid. Just saying, set your expectations real, because my video's got like as many dislikes as it does likes, and I'm guaranteeing you it's because not half of them, all of them are mad Lakers fans because they think that their team is going to the championship. Sorry to be the one to tell you, I'm sorry, but your team isn't going to the chip. I'm sorry. Anything else I can address? No, I don't have anything else. Setup. I hope y'all like it. because me and mom took a long time painting this yesterday and doing all this stuff. We're gonna put 2 jerseys right here. I'm gonna have jersey, kind of fill up some more of the space, and then I'll like move things in and out. So like this might be gone one episode, it might be something else. The Chris Middleton sign ball might be gone. The Funko Pops will go in and out like each video. So, you know, if y'all got any extra ideas for me, just let me know. And yeah, I appreciate you staying to the end of the video. Go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, hit the sub button if you enjoyed the video. And yeah, go watch my Jimmy Butler Warriors video. That's a really great video. If you like content, you like good content, go watch that Jimmy Butler video. Appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.